All right, so how to know that you're dealing with somebody that's from a demonic bloodline? How to know that you're dealing with somebody that's from a demonic bloodline? Now, let me just say this. Sin is sin. All right, flesh is flesh. All right, that's born of the flesh is the flesh. That's born of the spirit is from the spirit. All right, so we got to get this. If you in your flesh, what I'm trying to say is if you in your flesh, then you in sin. And all that, the wages of that is death. That come from Satan. All that come from Satan. From when he deceived Eve in the garden. This is the truth. Alright? This how sin came in. This how it gave way to incest. And it gave way to unnatural relationships. People having sex with sister-in-law and brother-in-law and mother. You having sex with your father and all these, then polygamy came in, all these multiple wives and all these different children, all that was sin in the Old Testament. You looking at pure flesh and sin. You looking at curses. You looking at the law, which many are still living out of. You living in the law. If you in your sin, if you in sin and you in your flesh, you living out the old man, love. You living out the Old Testament. That's all that was about. Jealousy and this one wanna kill you for your inheritance and all this kind of stuff. Division that come from the devil. Okay? So, demonic bloodline. Now I want to talk from the point of territory, cause demons got spiritual territory too. Okay? Like areas like what God finna get ready to stir the waters in Louisiana. Cause why? They known for what? All the witchcraft and the witches and warlocks and the voodoo and the this and that. A lot of areas known for that. You could look in Nigeria. You could look in, you know what I'm saying? Meant to say Africa. The different places in Africa. Okay? You could look at Hollywood. That's a whole area full of that belongs to the devil. They worship Satan. Haiti is another one. Voodoo. I want to say St. Thomas. Okay? That's what just dropped in my spirit right now. Okay? Some places, I don't know all the places. But this how you know if it's running off in your bloodline. I ain't talking about your mama and your daddy and, you know what I'm saying? It might not be that recent, but it might go way down the bloodline. Meko Yeti, my God. People you ain't never even met. Ancestors, man. That's why God say, okay, they want to stay in this. Then multiply all the curses and everything from their ancestors. Multiply all that sin and give it to them. All them curses and give it to them. The children that walk in disobedience. That's the main precursor you want to know. That's the main highlight. They walk in disobedience. Disobedient to who? God and his word. They don't live for God. They in sin. This gonna hurt your feelings today, but you gonna get free with this truth. Cause a lot of y'all right now living for Satan come from demonic bloodlines. Your bloodline, you obsessive, compulsive, possessive, narcissist, all this flow in your bloodline. Poverty, all kind of stuff come from the enemy. And nobody ever stood up for Christ. And so nobody ever received salvation. Nobody took a stand for their bloodline. And so their bloodline is just going to hell. And they just keep multiplying babies and babies and babies out of wedlock, which is giving more babies to Satan. We got to get this. The children that walk in disobedience is from the devil. Them the devil children. All those who in magic spells, rituals, voodoo, tarot cards, all this mess. stem from somewhere in your bloodline that you ain't nullify. Knowing what you know today, you ain't stand up and do the right thing. And so it just keep on going. This is what I had to do. I stood up. I was in spells, magic, rituals, doing tarot cards. All of that too. But I stood up. I got attacked. My psyche got attacked, which caused me to run back to God and fight for my life. And now I live for Christ. And you can do the very same thing too. It all boils down to free will. Choose ye this day whom you are going to serve. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear them. Then I will heal their land. How many of y'all do that? You hear me every day send warnings. Nobody repents and turns back. God says, repent, O ye backslider, I will heal your backsliding. A lot of the lost sheep is lost because they in sin. Like I was a lost sheep. But see, you don't know that you a lost sheep, but I bet you Satan do. Satan know you lost and in the wrong kingdom. That's why you get so many attacks like you do. That's why you don't belong. That's why you don't fit in. That's why people don't like you. That's why you go through so much trials and tribulations and turmoil. Because you in the wrong kingdom serving the wrong God. Mekieti, my God. You don't belong to Satan. You belong to Jesus Christ. But you got to choose. That's the power you got. A choice. That's all you got. So let this be your call today. Let this be a plea to turn your heart back over to Christ and repent. Stand up for your bloodline so that you could save it. And all those who was walking in sin might turn around and be saved because of what you did. Because of the purity of your hands. You can save generations to come. Be blessed.